Hello my fiery friends, welcome to another awesome and fiery fun stream. I'm your host the Infernoman here, and hopefully you're having a wonderful day wherever you are at. So, we are going to be still trying to find ways to make the Omenpaths set work. It's not exactly been an easy challenge for me, so we're going to see if we can try to, hopefully you guys aren't tired of spiders yet, because again, we're going to try to look at another spider deck, but we're going to take it into a different format. What exactly are we going to be playing today? Well, I'm glad you asked. So without further ado, join me today in the Midweek Magic event. It's through the Omenpaths / Foundations, so we're going to be actually playing in the standard format today. Jaquel Rose, yo, what's up? Hello, my fiery friend. Thanks again for joining us today, and hopefully you're having a wonderful day wherever you are at. Thanks again for that. So, we're going to be playing in, again, the Midweek Magic event, and then we're going to be playing our deck in the standard format as I just mentioned. So, today, we're going to be playing a deck that I'm simply calling Spider Mod. That's going to be our name of the game for today, everybody. So we'll submit that real quick, but let's actually look at the deck overall to give you an idea as to what we're going to be playing with. So, as always, for those of you who are new to the streams and those of you who are a little bit on the who have been joining us, you'll kind of know exactly how we're going to be doing this. First off, we'll talk about the deck overall. We'll give a quick little brief overview. Then, of course, we'll then cover we'll do as many matches as we can in best of one. Well, actually, this is, I realize that Midweek Magic is best of one anyway, but you get what I'm trying to say. We'll just play some matches, of course, in the event. Once we're done, then we'll take it into the standard format for a little bit if we got a little extra time. But of course, once we get to the halfway point of the stream, we'll upgrade the deck and take it to the next level if you do like the deck and you actually do want to see how strong it could truly be. So let's go over again the stats of the deck. Because longtime viewers of the channel know how we do it, we have to talk about the stats of the deck before we dive right in. So our Spider Mod deck today is going to be Boros colors. So we're looking at an average mana curve about 2.0. Primarily, it's going to be Boros, as I mentioned, of white, red, a little tiny bit of green, but actually you don't need to actually cast for green. In total, we'll have 24 creatures in the deck. We have 12 instants, 4 sorceries, and 20 lands. So, Spider-Man, Spider-Man, or Spider Mod, you know what? Words are hard, by the way. What I'm trying to say, of course, is this is going to be just designed for the Midweek Magic, so we don't have a sideboard this time around, but we do have a sideboard for our upgraded deck, which we'll talk about in a moment. But first off, for Spider Mod here, the whole game plan, of course, is we just want to play all of our legendary spiders and get a little bit of extra boost with a couple of support pieces to hopefully overwhelm our opponent, go big, and hopefully close out the game quickly. So in order to do that, let's go over the one-drop slot here. We have, of course, we're going to be starting with, of course, our two main creatures here. Zora, Spider Fancier. I think this is Aunt May in paper. And then Skittering Kitten here, Spider Cat Hero. So this is what's going to get our game plan going from the start. So Zora is ideally what you want on the field on turn 1. Legendary creature, Human Citizen, 0/2. Whenever another creature you control enters, you gain 1 life. And if it's a spider, put a +1/+1 counter on it. So the idea, of course, is once we start getting more spiders out, we can start pumping them up and adding more counters, which makes it harder and harder for our opponent to stop our game plan. Skittering Kitten is also not too shabby for an early game if you just want to do some early damage. But of course, we want to support those pieces, so we also are going to be utilizing here a little bit of burn with Burst Lightning here. 2 damage to any target. If we can kick it in the late game, it can deal 4 damage instead. So great for us at any point in the game. Fleeting Flight is going to be one of our few evasion spells here, and it's a great combat trick, but it's also perfect because we put a +1/+1 counter on a creature, and it gains flying until end of turn. Prevent all combat damage that will be dealt to them this turn. So also a great way to make sure you can push through damage and avoid any combat damage from our opponents. But what's nice about this is it puts a +1/+1 counter. That's a very important thing. Granted, there are, even for this little limited environment, there are some better pump spells, arguably, but there's a specific reason why we want that counter. Before we get to that, let's go over the 2-drop slot here. We have a Demi of the Silk Shoots, so it's going to be a 2-mana 3/2 Spider Human Hero. It has Flash, and it's a 3/2, which is amazing. For 1 mana, also, you can play to give it flying until end of turn, so great for evasion. And then also, if you need to, you can sacrifice it and its speed to give all of our creatures hexproof and indestructible until end of turn. So that's actually going to be really great for our deck. Jaquel saying, I just followed you on X, and I would really appreciate the follow back. I will be more than happy to do that for you. Just give me a moment here while I just try to finish the deck wrap up for you. But yes, don't worry. I did see that on there, and I thank you for that. Okay, so before we continue on with that, let's go ahead, let's finish up the rest of the deck tech, and then we'll jump into some matches, everybody. One of the big stars of the show, and if you saw my deck tech earlier this week, we also have Kraza, the Swarm, as one. Actually, this is probably now my favorite card from the set, because even if it's not spider heavy, it's still a pretty awesome card overall. Legendary creature, Spider Human Hero, 2/1 with Riot. As a reminder, Riot means that a creature will enter the battlefield with your choice of a +1/+1 counter or haste. So you can either make this a big threat or an aggro threat, whichever way you want to make it work. But ideally, because we are rocking a lot of spiders in the deck, all of our spiders will also gain the right ability. And of course, the most important part is spells and abilities can't be countered and damage can't be prevented. So no matter what, we'll be able to push through damage against any of our opponents. Again, really good even if you're not playing spiders because those other abilities are relevant. For a little bit of extra support, we'll throw in Boros Charm here in the main deck here. You can choose to either do 4 damage to a person's face or a planeswalker, give all of our permanents indestructible until end of turn, or give one of our creatures double strike. So good for us overall when it comes to just making sure that we can get everything going. If we could just push through damage, just burn out our opponent, whatever we need to do. Demera here, Soul of a Spider. I think this is Mary Jane. I don't remember right now. Someone correct me again if I'm wrong. But I think this is the Mary Jane card. But anyway, in Omenpaths here, still the same thing. It's a human performer, 2/2. Whenever a spider you control enters, draw a card. However, this only triggers once each turn. A little bit poo-poo there, but again, most of our spiders are being played on curve anyway, so it still just helps us out with the card draw just the same. In the 3-drop slot here, we'll use Wardens of the Silver Web Summit. If you saw my deck tech earlier this week, we did use this card. It's actually pretty good, even though it's actually, what is it? It's a common legendary. I mean, that's kind of cool. And it still actually is pretty helpful overall. Whenever it comes tapped, you can discard a card, and simply put, you can just draw a card. So pretty awesome for us to just help churn through our deck to make sure we can get through the legendaries we don't need and the cards we do need. Speaking of other legendary spiders, we also have Gloria, the Great Armorer. So 3 mana, 3/3 spider human hero. Whenever we attack, put a +1/+1 counter on target attacking creature. Whenever a modified creature you control deals combat damage to a player, exile the top card of your library, and you may play that card this turn. So a great way for us to, again, generate more value for the deck. Just keep churning through our deck to get the cards that we do need. This is only a bit of a clunky card if you are playing actually on curve because you might not have the mana to actually cast the card that you're going to be able to exile. So just be aware of that, but still not too bad overall. Solid card as well. And there's a reason why, again, that way we were using Fleeting Flight. So Fleeting Flight puts that +1/+1 counter, and of course this cares about modified creatures. For those that have forgotten, modifications mean that if a creature has an equipment, an aura on it, or a counter, that means the card is modified. And then finally, on the top end of our curve, no one suspects this, but it's actually pretty good because it's uncounterable as long as we have Kraza out. Our final piece is going to be Heroic Reinforcements here. 4 mana sorcery that says, create 2 1/1 white soldier creature tokens. Until end of turn, creatures you control get +1/+1 and haste. So this is basically just our flashy finisher with just at the end of our curve here. Get a couple extra creatures out and we could do some extra damage. We have even a couple of extra spiders out that can be a great way to go wide and hopefully win the game. Since this is only limited to just this event, but it is technically still a budget deck, we're still going to try to maintain that just the same. So that means that we're only going to be rocking the most basic of land cards. 6 plains, 6 mountains, Windscarred Crag, here's our tap land, and Secluded Courtyard. Since we're mostly a spider-heavy deck, this actually should be good for us for fixing purposes. Again, no sideboard for this one, because this is just for the Midweek Magic event, but don't worry, our upgraded deck will be fully fleshed out with a sideboard. And that is the whole deck, everybody. So let's go. Let's take this now into the Midweek Magic event. Let's play a couple matches here, and let's see how well Boros Spiders can do. All right. So as we're loading up here, as I just mentioned earlier, I did say, and I will keep my word on that one. So, Jaquel, thanks again for hanging in there for a moment there. I will now be more than happy to help you out with that extra support, since you did mention that. And there you go. There's you got your follow back. Appreciate that, though. Hopefully, again, you will stick around and enjoy the gameplay with us. All right, so let's go. Let's see what do we got here. All right, so we got Kraza here, 2 Krazas, Wardens, no white mana, so a little slow, but that's okay. Let's keep this hand anyway. Again, this is just the Midweek Magic event, so I'm not gonna take this one too seriously. Oh, we got Zora, but dang, no white mana to cast her. That is awkward. But that's okay. We'll still make it work. Not a problem, everybody. We could still make it work. Okay, Mountain, Dawning Marshal. Okay, Cat Soldier. That's cute. Play our Mountain. We'll play Kraza, the Swarm is 1. We'll make it hasty. Let's see if our opponent actually blocks. Maybe not. Okay. So we got some early game damage. We got the first blood hit in. First blood. I should probably get that sound effect, by the way. Note to self for that for the future. All right. Crusader of Odric. All right. Power and toughness equal number of creatures control. Oh, okay. So it's going to get stronger as the game progresses, but we'll see if we can get around it just the same. Okay. Warden of Spider Silk. Oh, Spider. Wait, no. I can't say words. Wardens of Silver Web Summit. Words are hard, by the way. Okay, we'll put a +1/+1 counter on this one. We'll swing. I don't think they're going to block still, so we can get through some early damage just the same. Opponents? Even if they do block, we still have another cross at just the same. We need white mana, though. Where's our white source at? We need that. We get that, then we're going to be totally in control here. All right. Opponent's got 5 cards in hand. While our opponent's also trying to say something here. Question for everybody out there that is watching, again, whether you're watching live or on the replay. How are you still feeling about the Spider-Man / Omenpaths? Do you actually like it as Omenpaths, or are you more of a fan of the Spider-Man side? Do you wish the Spider-Man cards were officially in Arena? And let me know in the comments below on that one. I would love to hear from you guys. All right, +1 counter because it already has haste, so we don't need anything else. No attacks. Actually, we'll do it this way. It seems clunk. Well, actually, no. We'll wait. I was tempted to throw out the second Kraza so I can get double Riot off of that one, but we'll see. If I need it, so be it. Okay. Opponents. Burst Lightning. Okay, so they are going to get rid of our other Kraza. That's fine. I guess that kind of works out because the second Kraza would have gotten that counter, would have done absolutely nothing. But our opponent can't really attack still. Oh, wait, hold on. No, they actually got it. Well, that's a little awkward there. All right, that means they're going to swing. Swing, swing, swing. No blocks. We'll just keep it as is. Down to 12. All right. Not getting that white source has really been kind of hammering us here pretty bad. Okay, so Kraza again, but this time we'll put a counter on it. We'll swing here to see if they actually block. Not. Down to 14. Okay. Still no lands. Still waiting to see if we can get back a little bit more. Sear Slicer Goblin. Okay. It doesn't require a Goblin to attack, but they will make more tokens. I see what they're trying to do here. It's just basically a go-wide strategy. And it is working. Wait, we can't... Oh, I forgot it's Kraza. Never mind. I thought for some reason I thought it was the Wardens for a second. Go down to 5. Okay. They make another token, and they make a bigger creature. Windscarf. Oh, jeez. That's the one we didn't want to have. Gain a life, but it's not enough. Our opponent here probably has the pump in hand, so that probably means that we'll be dead in just a few moments. Toots. Okay, Fanatical Firebrand. Okay, still going wide. I mean, our opponent's also been clunky on mana too, so that kind of helps us out, but not really. All right. Okay, we lose this one. Well, not an exciting start, but that's okay, everybody. Darn, though. Okay. No big deal. It's okay. It's all good, everybody. It's all good. We're still just going to keep playing through the event, no matter how long it's going to take. And we're still going to try to get our 3 wins in, bare minimum. And we'll definitely play in regular standard. We'll play some, and hopefully we can rank up a little bit. Because I've realized the ladder just reset, so now's a great time to kind of experiment with some new stuff. And hopefully we can then get back into this fight. Okay, so this time around we do have Zora, so that's actually excellent for us. A little bit slow with the tap land. Oh, great. Okay, now we actually did have a regular source there, so we'll save that. Zora, Spider Fancier. I actually do like some of the alternate designs for these. This is actually kind of cool. I do like it. Gain life. No attacks, of course, because we can't do any damage. But with Gloria out, then we actually can start pumping ourselves up here. We actually can make our card here much stronger. Okay. That puts a counter on it. But we can also swing here, start putting counters on her. Exile the top card. So that's kind of what you kind of saw earlier. So while we can't start drawing more cards per se, we're also going to lose a handful of them like this. Either way, it should be fine. Leading Flight. Okay, that's good. So this time we can swing. And keep in mind that Gloria's ability here does help out on both ends. So in other words, for every creature that actually does manage to do the damage, we actually can exile per. Ooh, hold on. Okay. Dang. Okay, so I guess we'll get rid of Zora here, unfortunately. We still can get that card off the top. So no matter what it is, we can still cast it. Oh, dang it. Not the card I wanted now, but alright, I guess we'll cast it anyway. That gives us at least a couple of extra creatures. So if they're going to try to force us to sacrifice, we can still get around it. Opponents. Still got 6 cards in hand, but we also got 5. Another island. Opponent's some kind of just pile of stuff. To the courtyard, put it on Spider, of course. Another counter. Gloria is getting bigger, though, so she is a threat. Our opponent's going to have to be careful here. Okay. I guess we'll just use it just to use it. Put a counter on it. Pass. Okay, opponents. Still not quite where I want to be at, and they're still gaining life, which is annoying now. I want to put together a really annoying control deck, despite the limitations of this event. Skittering Kitten's okay. We can get a hit off of this. Meow meow. Down to 13. If nothing else, our game plan is pretty aggro here, so we'll still keep things going. Okay, opponent, 4 cards. We're not giving up. Okay, but we do have a Leon Dread Horde. Okay. That's going to make us sacrifice 2. Yeah, they are. Okay. So in that case, then, take out Liliana. So she is down. So, wow.
Like you're on your own now. Death is such an effective tool.
Another land. Okay. Boros Charm. Gloria. Nothing yet. Wow, it's just literally been just Dimir Sacrifice. And just a control deck overall. Kind of boring, but it's okay. It is what it is. Opponent, do you make a sacrifice again?
I am the master here.
Ooh, not this time.
Time to get my hands dirty.
This time around, we'll actually do damage to Liliana. Okay, another Gloria. I guess we'll just do this now. Swing here. Counter on it. Okay, Liliana is down again. Wow, we went through 2 Lilianas, and some way, somehow, we're going to try to just keep this momentum going. It's literally just been back and forth with the 2 of us. We have an edge with life, but... Okay, our opponent is now trying to draw on their main phase. That means they're probably out of action. That's good for us. Okay, 3 cards now. We only have 1, and it's another Gloria. So that means we've gone through, what's it now? 2. This is our last Gloria, by the way. Ooh, think twice. Still nothing, huh? 2 cards, opponents. They're going to obviously keep that on block. But... okay. Still trying to fight our way through this. They're down to... Well, they got 2 cards again. They can think twice if they need to. So they can still get in this fight. It's just so annoying. Okay, a lot more draw 2s. Yeah, our opponent's just... okay, they're digging deep. Nothing? Please tell me there's nothing. Okay, another land. We also got another land. We have more than enough now. Come on, deck. Show me some love. Oh, come on. Opponents. Thomas Hackett has now subscribed over on YouTube there. Thanks again for the subscription, my fire friend. Hopefully you're having a wonderful day wherever you're at. And thanks again for joining us today. Meanwhile, our opponent here just playing a really obnoxious... I'm just going to say it. It's kind of boring. Just remove, remove, remove. I'm guessing they're just trying to get to Liliana again so they can actually finish off our game plan here. But, okay. We're both sputtering here. Okay, so they got Sphinx of the Forgotten Lore. So that's a 4 mana when this creature attacks. Okay, so they got Flashback. Okay. So I guess it's just a Flashback style Dimir control deck. We'll give it a turn or 2, but if we're going to be at a point where we cannot really play our cards because they're just going to keep removing everything, I'm just going to quit it out. Okay, come on, deck. We're running out of time. Okay, got a Boros Charm, but that's not going to help us out for this one, so we'll just pass for now. Okay. Opponents. Temple of Deceits. Screws and Scrylands. Okay. Swinging. Still getting more stuff on Flashback. Joy. Alright, well, not the most exciting way to go out. But if they're going to keep drawing like this, again, I'll give it like another turn or 2. We don't get a creature, I'm just going to pass out because just... Just kind of boring. Okay, so with that, our turn. Come on, deck. Okay, well, a Demi is not bad, but it's not enough for us. We could flash it in on the end of our end step there, so maybe that might be helpful. And we do have a way of protecting it, at least for one turn. Opponent's digging deep here. Halfway through their cards. Okay, opponent, what else you got? What else you got? Swing in. Okay. Is that instant speed? That's instant speed, isn't it? You know what? I'm just not. I'm bored already. And this is honestly not really going to be exciting to just see through. So let's go ahead. Let's just move on to the next one, everybody. Sorry about that. But you know what? I can't. I find no joy, especially when I'm also playing right now with all y'all, if I'm just not going to really get anything exciting out of that. That's okay, everybody. It's okay. Not a big deal. We're going to move on to the next one, and hopefully we're going to have a little bit more fun with this one here. All right. Let's get our game face on this time.
It's time to
Yeah. All right. Okay. Okay. Shaking it off. We'll keep this one. Lots of legendaries, which again, this is also one of the trickier parts when it comes to playing decks like this, is just lots of legendaries. It's going to take a while for us to kind of get our engine going. We're going to have a lot of duplicates of things that we probably don't need, but maybe we'll have to adjust the ratio later on. For those that don't know, again, the deck is only going to cost you, if you do like still what the gameplay and what the deck is trying to do, like 12 rares, and it's only going to cost, I think, what, 65 bucks in paper? That's not too bad, right? Okay, so for now, wait it out. We really could use, however, a... Against life. Alright, so, flashing in a Demi. Blocking one kitty cat. Alright. Okay, Secluded Courtyard, that's good. Named Spider, of course. Gloria. Swing here. Pump it up. It's 4-3, so that's good. Alright, now we're back in this fight. Alright. Ooh, Crosslet would have been nice there, but... Dang. Okay, it's fine. It's fine, everyone. So at least, hopefully, on the next hit or so, we can just kind of make our way through this. Remember their creature controller. Put +1/+1 counter. Okay, Good Fortune Unicorn. Huh. That actually might be something to consider in the future for a bunch of deck I have an idea for. I think I've been inspired for something with unicorns. Stick around for that. Hopefully I got an idea. Okay. In the meantime, however, let us play... Let's see. We'll do it this way. Swing here. Gloria. Opponent, do you block? Alright, they don't. They get there. 10. Come on, deck. Give me a land. Give me something. Ooh, okay. Ooh, Boros Charm. Okay, so with that. Burst Lightning. So that means our opponent has to... Well, we'll get rid of the Hydra. That's the biggest threat to us. And then... Well, can't use the Charm. Awkward, but that's okay. We're in a pretty good spot, though. I wonder, if anybody... This is actually something that's also been kind of in my brain right now regarding the set. So, with Omenpaths, how's everybody feeling about the artwork? I asked that because, obviously, when these were just regular paper Spider-Man cards, nobody really cared, because they were just like, oh yeah, cool, superheroes. But now that they have to change this for Omenpaths, anybody an arachnophobe that feels very, like, towards the artwork? I mean, I personally don't like spiders, like, actual spiders, not fond of them. So playing with these cards also has been putting me a little bit on edge, if you will. I don't know. Am I being weird by saying that? Okay, down to 14. Okay. Okay, Secluded Courtyard. That's good too. Name Spider again. Okay, so big beatdown creatures now. Okay, and then does our opponent actually do anything here? They block. And block. Fleeting Flight. Alright. Put it again. And that means they don't take no combat damage. But we can damage them. There we go. Big threats down, everybody. Oh, Heroic Intervention would have been nice, but it's fine. It's okay. Let it go. Jacob, oi, hi, buddy. Started panting. Wait, start panting like a dog. Wait. Why would I do that? Oh, wait, hold on again. We just won right there, so... Yay! All right, we got our victory there. Start panting like a dog. We don't have requests like that here. We're not that kind of person, you know. I'm just a fireball. Fireballs don't bark. Do they? Well, actually, I don't know. Actually, I never thought about that. Okay, well, any case. Okay, we got our win. Okay, got our gems. Nice. I mean, I probably wouldn't do such awkward things like that unless maybe we could set up maybe like a day for that with maybe like a dog deck. You gave me an idea now for another deck idea, so I appreciate that at least. But hopefully, again, you're having a wonderful day wherever you're at, just the same, even if your request was a little awkward. Okay. All right, let's see what we got here. Okay, so we can draw some cards with Demira here. Got a Demi, that's cool. Okay, so in the meantime, player planes. Alright, opponent, what you got? Show me what you got. Tranquil Cove. Another Fleeting Flight. That'll be okay for later. Play Demira now. Soul Spider. Okay, so now we got our Human Performer. I don't know what our opponent's trying to play here, but we'll see if we can get around it. Okay. Sail. That's cute. Secluded Courtyard on Spider. So we'll do this here. No attacks yet. Okay, opponents. Dazzling Angel. Opponent swinging here. A Demi coming in. Draw our card. Okay. And then also Fleeting Flight. This is where it gets fun. Sorry, opponent. You lose your pirate. Ooh, there we go. Spider. Okay, so in that case there, we'll play Gloria. Draw another card. We swing here. Put a counter on a Demi. Okay. 3 damage, down to 14. There we go. Now our Spider Deck is finally doing its thing. Skittering Kitten and a Mountain. Neither of which we could play. It's fine. Mana base is still a little clunky with this one, but that's okay. It is still budget. And that was the main goal of it, was to get our wins with a budget deck today that you could put together yourself. Healer's Hawk, okay. I'm thinking they're cheeky here with their little flying game plan here, but we have a way to get around that. Wait, Aegis Turtle? I'm very confused, but okay, sure. Opponent swings, but we got a trap for them. Popping up Gloria, and she's now a flying spider. And there you go. Our opponent has had enough. They did not want to deal with our spiders anymore, everybody. All right. Got our next win then there, everybody. We're moving on. We're moving on. Alex Clark. Hello, Inferno. How are you, my fire fan? Hello from the UK. Excuse me a second. Oh, what just happened? I just got a cough attack right there. Ugh, disgusting, by the way. Okay. Sorry about that, everybody. Okay. But Alex Clark, hello, my fire friend. Thanks again for joining us today from the UK. Hopefully you're having a wonderful day wherever you're at. Okay. So we got our second win there. We have one more win to go to finish this event. Okay. Lava Break repels the Magaloth. Huh. We can use that maybe for a future deck. Let's finish our deck up here. Oh, I'm sorry. Let's finish the gameplay for the Omenpaths midweek Magic event. And then we'll play some standard rank in a little bit. Thanks again for joining us. But again, I ask everybody out there one more time, how are y'all feeling about this? Did you like even having these cards? Do you like the Omenpaths version of what could have been, you know, like a non-Spider-Man set? Let me know in the comments below, everybody. I would love to hear from you. And what are your thoughts on the upcoming sets next year for the game? Do you like any of them? Do you hate any of them? Do you think we're going to have some really awkward moments when it comes to just how it goes? I'm playing Burns deck. Okay. Now we're playing with Plains. Demira. Okay. Get some life. No attacks yet. Come on, deck. Give me a red source. I need one red source, and we should be good to go here. Anything. Land War Elves. All right. Are they a Gruul mid-range? Because they use Bolt Wave. So I'm not sure what they're trying to do here. Lightning. Okay. Surprised they didn't get the Demira there, but okay. That's fine. Play a second Zora. We swing with Demira. Down to 18. Okay, come on, deck. I need a red source. We'll wave again. Down to 15. Anything else, opponents? Burst Lightning again takes out Zora. So obviously they're trying to make sure we don't gain too much life here. Oh, come on, deck. Where is our... Oh, where's our red source? We need that or else we can't do anything with this game plan. I mean, we have some really awesome hits here we can definitely use, but... Okay. Okay. They're getting stronger, though. Not good. Oh, jeez. Our deck is completely messing with us right now. Come on. We have to have another red source coming up. Please? Down to 4. Wow, okay. So, that's it for this one. Well, that was absolutely trash there. Wow. Our deck just did not want to cooperate that time. Come on. Okay, it's fine. It's fine. Breathing in, breathing out. Okay. Okay. That's fine. It's fine. Okay. Okay, so let's shake that off. Game face back on again.
It's time to do.
All right. Yeah. Okay, let's go. Let's do this. All right, so we got Zora, Spider Fancier, Skittering Kitten, which will be cute. Authority of the Consoles? Okay. Okay, opponent is not going to play very fairly here with that Authority of the Consoles. So that means we're going to get slowed down a lot with our hasty cards, but that's okay. That doesn't stop us from pumping them up. Okay, Temple of Enlightenment. We still got plenty of time to finish this event. Kraza. Okay, well, that's not too bad. Spider there. Since we're going to get everything tapped anyway, we might as well just go for the counter plan. They gain a life, but we also gain a counter on that, which is good. Okay. Swing with Kraza. Down to 18. Took that first point of damage, opponent. We can flash in a Demi, which is great. Veladar retreat. Okay. So our opponent just wants to go off with tokens here, I suppose. Okay, counter. They gain some life, but we are getting really big very quickly here. So our opponent best be careful because we're going to start doing some massive swings here in a bit. Skittering Kitten. Counter on it. They still gain life. Alright, down to 11. Your authority opponent is not going to hold you back for very long. Think it twice. Alright, opponents. Running out of time. Because here comes the big swing. Yes, they gain life off of this, but that's fine. The amount of pump we're going to get right now is well worth it. Okay. Big swing here. Much better. That's actually how the Spider Deck goes. Yeah. We got there. Alright, take that, opponents. Much better. Okay, much better. So with that, that pretty much will conclude now the midweek Magic part of the stream. And we're going to now be jumping into this deck because I thought, you know what? I think we have here a decent deck that actually can work. Oh, that's cool art, by the way, for the game plan here. So spiders in Boros are actually pretty good. We did, as I mentioned earlier this week, the Gruul one for Pioneer, but this one for Standard, I think actually has some potential here. So what if we take this to the next level? And what if we actually make this a stronger deck overall? So with that, let's show you right now exactly what I'm cooking up for a much more stronger variant of the deck in the Standard format. So this version here will still pretty much use still most of the same Spider support cards. We'll still keep Zora here. We'll keep Fleeting Flight, keep the Burst Lightning. We're going to upgrade our Skittering Kittens to Rinza here, the Spider Crown. I talked about this card in our previous deck tech, but it's such a good card. I really wanted to see if we could try to make it work here in Standard. So Rinza here, for those that forgot, Spider Human Hero. When you attack with 2 or more spiders, put a +1/+1 counter on Rinza. If she deals 4 or more damage, you exile the top card of your library, and until the end of your next turn, you can play that card. So another great way to churn through our deck to just dig out what we need to get our game plan going. We also are just going to keep our 2 Ademis, keep our 2 Demiras. We're going to actually now swap over from Boros Charm to Lightning Helix. The main reason, you kind of saw, it's a good card, Boros Charm, But realistically, we want the flexibility that Lightning Helix can provide by dealing 3 damage to any target, and we can gain 3 life. We'll still keep Boros Charm in the sideboard now, so that actually might be a better option depending on the matchup in best of 3s. Keep Kraza, because that's an amazing card, by the way. For the 3-drop slot, we're going to do a little bit of mix-up here. So we're going to now utilize in the 3-drop 2 copies of Yera and Oski, Weaver, and Guide. So this is a Spider Human Hero, 3 mana, but it also has the Enweb ability. So that means you can cast this if you bounce back a creature that's tapped to our hand. When it enters, choose a card from an opponent. You choose a card type other than a creature. Spells of the chosen type are 1 more to cast, so we could slow down our opponent by making it more taxing on them to cast their artifacts. Instants, sorceries, you get the idea. It's actually pretty sweet. We'll throw in a single copy of a Johnny here, so this helps us out with the modified game plan. So we can put +1/+1 counters on a card creature as we keep going up and up the chain. We'll only now trim down to 1 single copy of Wardens of the Silverweb Summit here. We have many other ways of drawing cards, so we actually don't need that many copies. This should be fine, but we do still want to maximize the power of Gloria here. So Gloria will keep all 4 copies. We'll trim down 1 copy of Heroic Reinforcements because we still want to have the aggro plan that this can provide for us. And we'll now throw in a single copy of Enduring Courage. So 4 mana, Dog Glimmer. Well, it technically doesn't perfectly synergize with the deck, it still provides us pump just the same, because anytime another creature we control enters, get it a +2 pump and haste until end of turn. If it dies, it just comes back as an enchantment. So it's actually pretty good for us to provide extra support and extra aggro damage to our opponent. To upgrade the deck with much more stronger mana base, we're going to use Plains and Mountains, but we're going to trim everything down to 2 copies each. We'll throw in 2 copies of Inspiring Vantage. We'll have an entire set of Sacred Foundry, Sunbillow Verge, 3 copies of Cavern Souls, and 3 Starting Towns. So this is actually good for us for a much more stronger mana base. Should be much easier for us to actually cast our main spells. For the sideboard here, to make sure we can get our game plan here, we're going to throw in 2 copies of Shard Mage's Rescue here. So we can swap these out with, say, like Fleeting Flight or whatever we need to give protection for our creature, giving it hexproof until end of turn. And it also does count as a modified creature by giving it +1/+1. So it still works great with Gloria. We'll throw in for our Graveyard Hate 2 copies of Soul Guide Lantern, so this is actually going to be great for us on that end. Since we do have a lot of creatures, we're going to take in a single copy of Ward Leader's Call, gives us a general pump of +1/+1. Anytime a creature we control enters, it deals 1 damage to each opponent, which is awesome. Windscarred Siege here, a single copy of this as well. As it enters, choose Mardu or Jeskai. If we choose Mardu, anytime an attacking creature causes a triggered ability of a permanent we control to trigger, it triggers an additional time. So this actually goes well with Glory here, giving us 2 +1/+1 counters across various creatures. So great for us overall. Or if we just want to just go wide with some extra tokens, we could do that as well. It won't be as supportive, but we can do that for Jeskai if we just want to slowly go wide. Maybe it's going to be better for us against maybe like, I don't know, control decks out there, but we have that option. If we want to throw in an extra copy of Enduring Courage, we'll have that as well in the sideboard, so we can throw that in for more power. If we want more protection, however, we'll of course throw in arguably the best spot removal currently in the game. Sheltered by Ghosts is going to be amazing for us. Put it on one of our spiders, giving it lifelink, ward 2 for protection, an extra +1/+0 pump, and we exile a non-land permanent and opponent controls. And as I mentioned earlier, we'll keep the Boros Charms in the sideboard as a flex slot if we need more protection, if we need more power, or if we just want to burn out our opponent. And that is now the upgraded version of Spider Mod. So let's take this now into the standard format, and let's see how well it now can really do, now that we got a little extra power behind the wheel. Which is good timing too, because now that the ranks again have just been reset a couple days ago, now can really get a good feel to see, like, can spiders actually hang in standard? All right, let's find this out right now.
It's time to
Yeah, all right, okay. All right, so we do have Rinza. We do have Zora, Spider Fancier. Okay, so not going to get a chance to actually pump up Rinza just yet. So I think what we'll do... Actually, we'll just throw her in just the same. Throw in Rinza. Okay, let's see what our opponent's trying to do here. Arabian Madman. That's a cool name, by the way. Hopefully he's not actually a madman. Opponent, what you got? I am worried, though, it's going to be all VV all day. But we'll see how this goes. Zora, Spider Fancier. Opponents. Alright, nothing yet. So we're not going to get any pump off of Rinza just yet. Unless our opponent has removal. Opponents? They have removal, don't they? Okay. Oh, even worse. They got bounce spells. Alright. This probably means it might actually be the... This might be the VV deck. The best deck currently in the format right now. But according to Wizards, we won't be able to manage with this until, what is it? Not until November? Yeah, that's such a ways away. So we're back in for round 2. Still no big spiders just yet. We do need those, however. We want to actually do our thing. Internight Stories. Okay, so they draw 3. They discard 2, unless they discard a creature. Okay. There's a Slow Cauldron, so it's coming. Actually, hold on. We'll hold on to the Lightning Helix. It's tempting to just start doing our thing, but it's still not quite what we want to do just yet. Wow, where is our spiders at? We need our big spiders in order to do stuff, and our deck is now sputtering here. Come on, deck. Show me some love. Draconautics Engineer. All right. Okay. Out of precaution, Lightning Helix. Do they hit the exhaust? They probably don't. That gives us some life back. Okay. Fleeting Flight, still not quite what we want. Put down another mountain. Jeez, our deck is just going to give us the hardest route possible just to at least fight. We honestly could be going off so... Wait, our opponent gave up? Why? I'm so very confused right now. I mean, yay for getting some extra points there, but, I mean, okay, well, maybe they just had something to do. Okay, whatever. Any case, free win. Can't hate on free wins. We'll still take them. All right, moving on. It's okay. I do see a couple other review from other more places where the stream is going. So giving shout outs, of course, to those of you who, if I get a chance to see your names, of course, on other streaming platforms. So thanks again for that. So I do see on there, we also have for us on Instagram there, Perkle joining us over there from the Instagram stream. How you doing today, my fair friend? Thanks again for joining us today. Hopefully you're having a wonderful day wherever you're at. Okay, so in the meantime here, okay, this is actually not too shabby. Little, again, still a little clunky with the heroic reinforcements. Maybe we should trim down one of those. But for now, we'll play with Starting Town. We're going to ping ourselves for 1. Small price to pay, but it's worth it. We can bring a Demi at the end of our next turn. Okay, great. Starting Town again, number 2. Swing here. Down to 19. Okay. Opponents got Plains, Hallowed Encampment. Okay. Skyneck, Swamp Choir. We will flash in a Demi. Okay, so now we actually... Oh, wow. We actually have all the starting towns. Okay, sure. Why not? Okay. We swing here. Rinza gets some extra pump. All right. Now we can get our aggro loop. 14. The creature control. Put +1 counter on the creature. As long as it has 3 or more counters, it's a... Okay. Ah, okay. So we've got... This is our game plan here, huh? Alright. Still gets rid of that cat. So it's a cat deck. Very interesting, but okay. Opponents? Anything else? Yes, a Demi can protect opponent, and it also has flying built into it if we actually want to do some extra damage. Opponent is gauging. Oh, okay. They do swing. That's cute. Down to 16. This actually is good for us. This is kind of what we wanted. So, heroic reinforcements. We are hurting ourselves a lot here, but it's worth it to do the heavy damage we're about to do right now. All right. Do you block with your one little kitty cat? Opponents? Do you block? I feel like they should. Okay. They do. All right, down to 6. Exile the top card. All right, we got to land for the next turn, so that's actually great for us. Another Plains. Another Abajo. Oh, wait, no. Why did I say Abajo? I cannot say names. I really cannot pronounce names very well, so forgive me for that, everybody. Arabajo. Wait, no. Arafo. There we go. Words are hard. Okay, opponent has a big Sky Knight card. Maybe we should have taken that out first. I guess we'll see here if we gave our opponent a free win here. Okay, Inspiring Vantage, but we'll take out the Sunbillow Verge. Okay. So, Heroic Reinforcements number 2. we'll do it this way. And then flying. Pay the 1. So, opponent can block 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, dang it. Still not quite enough. We're missing it by 1 point? No! Oh, we were so close. So they do manage to block Rinze here. Okay. I mean, opponents can just jump block for days here. That's fine. I assume that's what they're going to do. Because if they don't, we do win. So they have to... Yeah, they have to block. Dang. So close. So close. Down to 1. Heartbreaker. Oh my god. I am absolutely dumb. Well, we got the burst lightning that technically could have got us the win. Well, I don't know, actually. Now that I think about it, I don't know if that actually would have gotten us the win, because if we didn't fly, we would have been chump blocked in. Yeah, it's fine. Well, that's a heartbreaker. Dang, we came close there, but that's okay. Going down a little bit in the rank, but that's perfectly fine. We can definitely more than make it up in a little bit. So we'll do that. Okay. It's okay. Shaking it off, everybody. Not a big deal. We will bounce back here. Okay. Get that game pace back on, everybody. All right. Let's do this.
Time to do.
Phew. Okay. So let's see. Not quite a good hand here. We'll mulligan this. Okay. We can play with this one. This is fine. Okay. We'll put back the heroic reinforcements because we'll use that later on. Okay. It's got a mountain. Higher clock. Okay. So it looks like they're going to be mono red aggro. That's cute. And we will pay the 2 here. And well, I guess we'll burst lightning now. We're at higher claw. Okay. So, opponent, what else you got? Ooh, Razorkin Needlehead. Okay. Interesting option there, but okay. We will play with Krauza. Add a counter to it. Huh. Turn off Bastionok. Alright. Opponent swinging here. Can't take it because we will lose the creature. So they do go up to 2nd gear. But they only got 2 cards in hand. Scalding Viper. Okay, so they do bounce back our creature. Alright. Draw. Gloria. Be nice for later on. I think for now we'll just play Zora, Spider Fancier. Fancier. Opponents. Screaming Nose. Alright. Screaming Nose is now on the field. Okay, so they do go up to 3 there. Go ahead blocked. Wow, our opponent is actually beating us here. But we're not getting any of our lands. Where's our lands at? Down to 8. Krauza. Counter. Other counter. Go back up to 9. So. Opponent's still swinging. Do they have more pump? Which stalkers do they have? The Frenzy. Okay, well. They managed to actually stop us here. Pretty well, I must say. But we didn't get any of our lands. Maybe we should trim out 1. I guess I'll just try to... I don't know. I'm just feeling like there's not much we can really do here. Go back up to 6. Demira. Let's see. Yeah, we can't win the next turn. Man, that was awkward there. Okay. So... Spider's still not quite pulling it off like I'd like to, but that's okay. We're going to try. So let me do a quick little midstream switch up here. I usually don't like to do it this way because I like to keep the core of the thing decent. But we're going to cut out 1 heroic reinforcements. We'll throw in 1 more land. Throw in another inspiring vantage. I think that might help us out there. So that means our mana curve, let's see, 1.9, 21 lands. Okay, that should be a little bit better. I think that actually will do better for us. Okay, so in the meantime, jump back in. This should now allow us to get our land drops a little easier. Because we also managed to cut out at least one 4-drop. I think we should be fine with that. How's everyone else's, has anybody else been building spider decks at all? I know right now it's been mostly just everyone building villains, spider decks, or mayhem decks. How's everyone's deck building experience been so far with the set? Has it been good? Has it been bad? I am curious to know. Okay, opponent starts with Evolving Wilds. So they will get a tap land. Starting town, okay. That works for us. Rinza coming in. We hurt ourselves, but that's okay. Okay, if we can get a 2-drop, that actually would be great here. But we'll see if we can grab it. Innkeeper's Talent, okay. Didn't quite get it, but that's okay. Sunbillow Verge. Counter 19 opponents. At least we can get in Gloria next turn. So that does work for us. Mossborn Hydra. Okay, that's cute. But we have an option for that. Hydra goes bye-bye. Too bad, opponents. Actually put a counter on it now so we can start pumping it up. Second Rinza. Not needed, but that's fine. Okay. Swing here. Alright, 16. Exile the Fleeting Flight that we don't need. That's okay. Okay. Now if we can just start churning through our deck, I think we'll be okay now. Opponent is a little... looks like they're wavering because they haven't played a creature that would have put counters on Innkeeper's Talent. Oh, they got the Ororoid. Okay. Oh. That might be a problem for us. Second Verge. Okay. So... how do we do this here? Maybe put the 4/5. 5/6. Okay. What do you block, opponent? If you block anything, that's actually as good for us. Ouroboros going down. Denied. We're at to 19. They're at 11. And we got their biggest creature out of the way. Oh, 2 Demaras. Okay. Well, we only need 1, so that works out anyway. Perfect. Okay, so we're still in this fight. We still got Rinza, which can do heavy damage now, which is great. But is that enough? Our opponent has 4 cards in hand. We still have an extra Rinza. We have Wardens, so we can play something. Whirlstone Rage. Ow, they did damage to it. Dang it. Okay. Okay, opponents. Do they put lands from their hand or the graveyard? I assume it has to be from the graveyard. I figured. But they can't do anything with them for now. So that does buy us a little bit of time. Another Terramorph Expanse, okay. We are close, though. So close to actually closing this out. Okay, great. We got another Gloria. Beautiful. Pump. Alright, down to 5. Sora and a Cavern Souls. Very nice. Okay, we'll put this, of course, on Spider. Zora coming down. And pass. Alright. One more turn, opponents. Do you have the answer? You have 1 turn to stop us before our game plan completely beats you down. Rinza is actually really good. It's pretty self-sufficient once you can get a couple counters on her. Okay, Forest. 2 cards in hand, opponents. They're just sacking all their lands. Is that enough? Do they have anything else to stop us? Worldstone Rage probably would be the only thing that would really hurt us. Goldvein Hydra. Wow. Did have an answer. Well, obviously we're not going to block. Oh, here we go. We got the Heroic Reinforcements. All right, so victory goes to us just the same. Gain that life back. And that's the swing, everybody. Victory going to us. All right. That is game. spiders, everybody. Boros Spiders, Spider Mod, however you want to say it. We got our win just the same no matter what. Victory going to us. All right. Woo! Feel good about that one. Feel good. All right. Okay, and as I look at the clock right now, we're reaching the halfway point of the stream, everybody. So again, as a friendly reminder, if you do like any of our budget content that we do, show some love. If you haven't already done so, please like, follow, and subscribe wherever you're watching the content, whether you're watching our live streams across any of our socials here, X, YouTube, Twitch, and or Instagram. We appreciate that wherever you're at. Also, again, if you want to take it to the next level, we actually do have a Patreon where we are going to be putting out there a little bit over time more exclusive gameplay footage, deck text, stuff that won't make it to the main channel. So if you want to support us that way, we really appreciate it. And also that will be live, not just on Patreon, but also for paid subscribers on YouTube. And even if you don't want to do any of that stuff, we actually also have a Discord where we can chat about whatever you want, Magic. If you just want to hang out and have some fun with some really cool, chill people in our growing circle of fiery friends, we also will put those links all in the details of this stream once it is over. Your support will help keep this channel going, everybody. And again, one more time, all links will, of course, be in the stream at the end. Thanks again, everybody, for being here. And let's go ahead, let's continue on with the second half of the stream now. All right, Grease Run Scotland. We actually are building right now. Or actually, I think we are going to be in the process of recording another deck coming up quick. We'll talk about that again near the end of the stream. We have a really sweet idea that I actually want to indulge on. But until then, is this the deck I think it is? Because I have a deck already that's utilizing Grease Wrench Goblin and some draw and discard. Opponents? Is that your game plan? Down to 18. Rogue Reinforcements again. That'll be nice for later. Kraza. Opponents. They also are playing Boros color, so they may also have... Oh, they Lightning Helix already? I would have thought they would have saved it for Kraza. Okay, well, I guess it helps us out a little bit there. Aggro swing, down to 19. We're at 18. Okay, so Gloria here will be great once we get her in. Grease Wrench Goblin, number 2. Down to 16. Kraza number 3. Oh, I'm sorry, number 2. I will play Gloria now. Opponents? +1/+1 counter on it. They can't exhaust. And I don't think they have enough currently where they can stop this. But if they do, now's their chance to do it. Or else we might be able to go off here. Ooh. Oh, we got the hidden. Heroic Reinforcements, which we don't need, so that's fine. We can get rid of that. Okay, opponents. Anything else? Show me what you got. 4 cards in hand. What else could they have? They have a Lightning Helix, but I don't think they have enough to stop a Gloria right now. Not without swinging, so we're going to wait. We'll see what they have. Do they have any pump? Do they have removal? What you got, opponents? Opponents? They're thinking hard. Thinking real hard. Oh, okay, so they do exhaust. Okay, so that's all they had. That's cool. I guess that works for us. Oh, they have lands. Interesting. They didn't want to put down the land? Okay, sure. Tapped. Pump up crosses some more. Down to 8. Get 2 off the top. Fleeting. Alright. Cavern Souls. That's cute. Do we want that, though? I guess we'll do the Fleeting Flight. Pump up Gloria just a little bit more. And we'll pass here. So if our opponents tries to swing in now, we have Lightning Heals to protect us at least and spare us a bit. Oh. Too bad, opponents. Too bad. No shelter by ghost today. Phew. Okay, that was clutch. That actually helped us out a lot. Inspiring advantage again. Okay, so I think we might be able to close out here and now. So let's do it this way. Heroic reinforcements. No one suspects that. One of our own tokens. And there we go. The surprise go wide strategy wins us another victory for mod spiders, everybody. Woo! All right, we got them again. Ranking up. Little by little, we are doing it. Okay, so feeling pretty good about spiders, everybody. I mean, again, let me know how you feel overall about the spiders that have been added to Arena. Are you playing them in a more traditional manner? Are you playing them as how they were intended to be with the Spider-Man set? Let me know. I would like to hear from you guys about, your thoughts overall for that. Okay. All right, let's get this going again. Another game here. Okay, so we've got 2 Zoras and 2 Demiras. So I guess if our opponent has removal, I suppose we're prepared for that. Okay. But if we can get at least 1 spider going, this will be great. Zora comes down. Okay, opponent did do a little bit of mulliganing. Cute little avatar, by the way. But does remind me, we are going to be coming back to, so in, early next year, we'll be going back to Lorwyn, which I know everyone's super excited about. I actually did not play in the heyday of Lorwyn. So let me know how all of you feel about that. If you're looking forward to a plane full of fairies again, whimsical goblins, the morning tide, evening tide thing. Okay, enduring courage. Not quite what we need yet. Bit of an awkward hand here. But it's okay, we'll make it work. The only thing I realized that also makes it awkward is the Authority of the Consuls completely locks out the advantages we would have gotten with Enduring Courage. Dang. Wow. Quite an annoying card. They're playing right now... Okay, so they're playing the Artifact Azorius Control deck. That's what they got. Okay. Frustrating, but we'll find a way to get through it. Enduring Courage. Comes in tapped. That's okay. Down to 19 still. We don't have in the main deck Enchantment Hate, so we don't have an option to get around that. We're just mostly focused on trying to be as aggro as possible. Oh no. Is this gonna hurt us? Oh. No! Oh, that hurt. That hurt. Okay. Okay. Put down Zora Spider Fancier again. But unfortunately, we can't even swing with it. This is so annoying. We're completely locked out here from doing damage. Down to 18. But their Pinnacle Star Cage got 1 big hit here against us. We'll see if we can get around it still. Spring Load Assault. Okay, so they hit the Enduring Courage. I'm actually surprised they hit that. Because it just comes back anyway. Unless they have another one. Or they're going to sacrifice it to get to... What is it? Wait, what is it called again? I completely forgot. It's the... Oh, Simulacrum Synthesizer. That's what they're getting. They have to get that. That's literally the best. Okay, it is. It is. No surprise there. So predictable. But I mean, it is a good card. So I can't hate too much. Let's see. Gloria. No pump or abilities off of that, which is so frustrating. Well, we can pump up Zora. Down to 16. Exile. Okay, well, I guess the land's better than nothing. Okay, we will end web. We'll bounce back. Let me bounce back here. Let's bounce back Zora. We can replay it anyway. Okay, they got 2 more Pinnacle Star. Okay, so we're just going to name Artifact. That's going to be the best thing we can slow them down with. Okay, Zora again. So this takes out basically what? 2 cards? Our card draw engine. Okay, well that's not horrible. And their stuff now costs 4 and 5 mana. Perilous Snare. Okay. So what do they lock out? Interesting choice there. Kraza. Okay. Might as well just get the pump on it. Gates of Life. Draw a card. Summon Below Verge. Okay. I don't want to do it this way, but I'm gonna... Actually, Okay, opponents blocking it. They have to block it. You have to block it, opponents. You don't have a choice on that one. Down to 17. So... Pinnacle Star Cage. No surprise. That locks out our whole game plan here. Alright. We're dealing with, of course, the hardest deck, one of the hardest decks to fight. Not the worst one. VV's still the stronger one, but this is not looking good for us. Especially because they have the best way of stopping our game plan. So, you know what? We can't get around things as long as they have that authority of the console, so I guess I'll just take the L there. Toots. No, we did not have fun with that one. It's okay. Comes with the territory of playing an aggro deck. Okay, we're going to shake it off still. We're going to try to get to the next one. I know we can definitely rank up. We should be able to get ourselves out of the gold ranks. At least I hope we can. Okay, so we're still doing good here. Let's see. Can't play anything with his hand. Okay, this is fine. Put back 1 Ademi. Alright. Tactical Sanctum. Ooh, nice. Okay, so we'll play the Cavern of Souls now. Put it, of course, on Spitter. So no matter what, we can definitely get our whole game plan going there. Esper Origins. Okay. I was going to try to start flashing back stuff. Inspiring Advantage. Peraza. Now it can't be countered at all. Swinging away. Down to 20. Ooh, okay. Dang. Blowing up our permanents there. Toots. Gloria. Okay, opponent's gonna mill some cards. They got an Overlord, so Sultai Reanimator. Okay. Esper Origins flashbacking, so that means it's gonna flip. Yep. And it comes back as a big creature. Still, we do have ways of getting around that, so it's not like it's horrible for us. We can Fleeting Flight. So we can still go around it. Counter again. Down to 15. Hey, not too bad, right? Ooh, Lightning Helix, but we can't play that. Okay, it's fine. Okay. Whoop, hold on for 1 second, everybody. Hold on for 1 second. Okay, I think we're back. Wait, hold on. Sorry, everybody. Gotta get those Amazon packages out the door. Okay, we're good now. Wait, where am I at here? Okay. Opponent. Working on her dead. Okay. Get the Overlord back. They play the Overlord. They mill. Okay. Is this a... Okay, so it's just a regular enchantment. So they actually can summon another one if they want to. That's annoying. It's fine, though. It doesn't hurt us that much, though. So that's not something I worry too much about. If they get a swing in here, so be it. Okay. So it'll be gone in a bit. Okay, let it go. Down to 14. And then we bring in a Demi here. Decent speed, that's nice. Wardens of Silverweb Summit. Okay. Well, that's kind of nice here. Let's see. Burst Lightning, though. Second Burst Lightning. Wait, hold on. Did I do that right? Make sure to tap correctly. Alright, one is down. That's good. Put a counter on that one. Down to 8. Still in this fight. Don't need another Gloria. Oh, Rinza's good. Play that. So no pump at all there for our opponent, so got no value. That's good. 5 cards in hand. Still not sure what they're trying to do. Bitter Triumph. Okay, so they did throw away Crater. Oh, they had the Crater Hoof. Okay, so I guess they're trying to go wide with a bunch of stuff here. I guess go from there. Interesting. We got to make sure we can finish this off before our opponent does anything regarding those other creatures. Zora. Cast for 1 here. Get some free damage. Alright. Blocking there, non-surprise. Down to 4. Alright. Making headway. We're close. Get another win here. Cavero, Mind Bitten. Enters a copy of... Okay, any creature in the graveyard, so... Okay. Wow. That sucks. Alright, our opponent beat us again there. Come on! Ugh! Absolutely annoying. Oh, jeez. Sorry, everybody. Just had to let that out. It's just so... Ah! Ugh, okay. Yes, there's just no room in the world anymore for fair Magic. I don't care, though. I'm still going to be the boomer player that's just going to play on curve forever. Yes, I know, if you have seen, of course, we have built decks that do try to cheat stuff out. It's still not my style, though. But I'm still going to believe that we can do it fairly. Okay, so it's all right. Shaking it off. We're just going to get right back into it with another game plan here. Okay, in the meantime, let's keep this hand. Still pretty decent here. Depending on what our opponent plays, though. Alright, Sliver. Okay, Hedron Sanctifier. Okay, opponents play the Mountain. So we need to slow down their life gain before it gets too out of control, but we'll see what they play first. Okay, opponents. Malia. Okay. Sanctifier goes bye-bye for now. Cannot have her explore for the time being. Starting town. Demera. So this way we can start drawing cards. Okay. So we're going to be playing a deck that's just going to try to keep building up until they can blow up every creature. Okay, there she goes. We actually never have played with Amalia and made a deck with that. I don't know, it just... I get what the game plan is, but it's just... I don't know, maybe the deck just never fascinated me enough to actually want to build a budget version. But it is going to go off here pretty quickly. Maybe I should have actually gone for the Amalia instead. Maybe that was the bigger threat. But I'm hoping we can just draw into some more stuff here. Rinza, okay. Camera Rentals. Actually, we'll play it on human. So actually now all of our humans can come in without an issue. Kraza. Draw a card off of that. Okay. Rinza. Put a counter on her. Opponent, do you actually block? Okay. Opponents? Can't name creatures, so Yara here may not actually do much. It was bold of us to... Okay, so they are going to block. At least there's one creature. That does make sure they gain life still. Alright. Yeah, maybe I should... maybe it was a mistake to... Yeah, I should have Burst Lightning Amalia instead. Dang. Well, I never said I was a very good Magic player. Just a player that likes to play cheap jank budget. Doing Lurker Bat. Alright. Still going off. Still getting pumped. Okay, swing here. No blocks. Oh, I'm gonna lose this one, aren't I? Alright. I'll just cut it here. Yeah. We didn't actually do a good threat assessment there. But I guess, to be fair, I don't play the deck enough against it to know what would be the best option for us. It's okay, everybody. It's okay. Let's go ahead. Let's continue on. We're going to see how well we can do. We're actually getting quite a few matches in today. Not that many wins, though, but we're still going to hang in there. So hopefully, again, you guys maintain as well. I mean, I know how it goes when it comes to playing and feeling very much like you're not making any progress. But don't give up, everybody. I try not to as much as I can. I mean, yes, I have quit a bunch of matches today, but that doesn't mean I don't stop playing. I still want to keep playing just the same, and I don't want to give up on that end. Okay. We're going to keep this. We can play some cards here. Okay. Urge. Higher Claw. Okay. So that means... aggro? We got a Rip Pyre, so that means... something. Something. Opponents. 6 cards in hand. 5 cards in hand. Play another Verge. Ping it away. I don't know if they have pumps, or we're just going to leave it be. Okay, Lightning Helix. That'll be good for later. We're actually going to name Human. So this means this is uncounterable. Opponents. Looking. Thinking. About doing something. Okay, gain some life. They Lightning Strike away Zora. A lot of people respect the power of this simple little 1-mana card. Swing it away again. No block still. Oh, they do pump this time. All right. Burnout Brashnot. Starting town. Let's see. Swing here. Opponent, do you block? No. Maybe. Still thinking here. Okay, so opponent does. And I guess we're Lightning Helix now. Go down to 15, but go back up to 18. We will end web. I do want to get a peeky peek as to what they're doing. Okay, so they have... Dang, okay. Out of... We'll put down for instant, but dang, that does not help us at all for this game plan. That means they can put down Screaming Nemesis or Ojair, and they do. And they'll do big swings now. Okay, Warden. I realize now also naming instant also hurts us too. That's awkward. It's fine. Okay, no blocks. Still get down the Warden of Silverweb. Okay. Can we do this? Is there a way out of this? Okay. Spire Bluff Canal. Screaming Nemesis. Okay. Down to 14. Third gear initiated. We'll play the Wardens now. She doesn't want to draw a card. Okay, Sacred Foundry, that's not too bad. Zora. Still not quite where we want to be at. If opponent does a big swing here, then maybe we can get around it. Nova Hellkite. Scary. Okay. Swing there. No blocks. Down to 8. Okay, they might actually get us with the flyer here. We're trying, though. Let's see. Heroic reinforcements won't help us out that much here. We do gain the life, though, but nothing yet. Okay. If our opponent does a big swing here, we might have to chump block a smidge. And hopefully, that might be enough. Screaming Nemesis again. Ooh. Razorkin. Oh, boy. Ugh. Not good. That means we're dead this turn? Down to 6. Okay. That ping hurts us a lot. Down to 2. Starting town doesn't make a difference there. Heroic reinforcements is literally now just all or nothing. But that's still not enough. Because they'll hit us with Nova... Yeah. Draw a card. Okay, Rinza. And that's dead. Yeah. That's a shame. But I do like the mono-red plan that's currently out there in Standard. I might actually want to try that out myself on my own time. Something to think about. Maybe we'll do a video on that one for, like, the subscribers out there. For the actual, like, actual members and the Patreon people. But yeah, I actually didn't forget to mention that. If you do like stuff and you actually are interested, let me know in the comments what you would like to see if you actually would be interested in subscribing to a Patreon or membership with us. Would you want to see actual high-level competitive stuff? Do you want to see more behind the scenes with us and see what goes on beyond this little fireball? Let me know, everybody. I would love to hear from you guys about, you know, what you're interested in. Okay, in the meantime, let's go ahead. Let's get our next game plan going here. All right, we got the Inspiring Advantage. Rinza. Coming on in. Prominence. Okay. Huh. Interesting. I guess they really want to draw a card. Okay, opponents. Do you have removal? I'm sure you do somewhere. 6 cards? Wow, nothing? Oh, maybe we did catch a break. Mountain. Kraza. Hasty. We start swinging to make Rinza stronger. Down to 16. Okay. Well, maybe our opponent's actually stumbling on mana. That actually might be our break we wanted. But we'll see if that's enough. 1, 2. Okay, 7 cards in hand. Emberheart. Okay, so they're playing aggro or mice. One or the other. But our opponent's not going to last here very long. Because we're going to get super aggro here. Hasty, hasty. Alright. We're doing it. Down to 7. Get 2 hits off of Gloria. Nothing we can really use. But that's okay. We have an engine already going. And our opponent has fallen far behind. I think this will be our next win here. At least I hope it will. Full bore. Okay. Opponents. Full bore again. That's a big, strong creature off of just 1 spell. That's impressive, but it's not enough. Because that allows us to get the win just the same. All right. We got our win. We're still finding our way to keep within this place. Okay. Still, we're making our headway. We're hanging in there. Although, again, I think we probably would rank up faster if we actually had a real meta deck. But obviously, we're not going to do that. That's not what makes this channel what it is. We like to play here stupid, janky plans that sometimes don't know if you're even going to make them work. And no matter how many losses I get, if I can get at least 1 or 2 wins with any of our decks we do, I'm feeling pretty good about that. All right, let's go ahead. Let's keep this. Get back the extra Rinza. Because the way I see it, getting a win in, to me, with a goofy deck like this is, for me, what I find fun about the game. What do you guys find fun about Magic? Let me know, and I would love to hear from you guys about, you know, how you're feeling. Okay, bump and Rinza. Get that early damage down to 16. Alright, opponents. Swing in here again. We'll just pump it up now. So we can start exiling stuff. Come on, give me a land. Land off the top. Not a land. Okay, it's fine. It's okay. Hopefully land on the next turn? Maybe? Creature of the Schism. That is still in this format. But for now, Chimera. Okay, no attacks yet. We just need another land. We can start putting some bigger pressure. Oh, it's all the slasher. Okay. Scary. But not too bad here. So, let's see. Nothing yet. That zombie assassin is going to be still scary, but I feel like we can still find a way around it. But yeah, man, we really could use Rush of Dread. Toots. Okay, opponents. Slasher can go bye-bye. Okay. Back to the hand, but now it's locked out. Okay. So that's not too shabby for us. Hurt ourselves. Counter. No attack still. We still need at least one more land. Oh, come on, opponents. Rinza wants to do damage here so bad. Our opponent right now is just playing some of the most obnoxious mono black card. Okay. Alright. Wow. Still nothing. Where's our lands deck? Come on. Oh, man. I feel like you get so mana screwed all the time here. Okay, Ritual Chamber. So, they summon their demon. We'll take the damage. We go down to... what is that now? 8? Oh, jeez. Oh, where is our lands? Okay, we can't do anything. Oh man, that's a heartbreaker. Every time we have games like that where you just, nothing goes off. We had a good game plan and then we were just halted by some of the cards that we just cannot fight through. Not without trying to do some massive swings there that would just cause us to, you know, trade in for a loss. But it was okay. Wow. I mean, this deck has been going back and forth today. Still trying to find a way to make it work, though. Maybe we should do a couple more tweaks with it. I guess I could look still at what else we could use if we want to make more improvements to the deck. Maybe we should put in maybe more 2-drops. I don't know. Let me know, everybody, what do you think about that? Okay. Forsaken Miner. So we've got a Plains. We'll play Vantage now. Okay, opponents. Okay, opponents. Snarling Boarhound. Okay, so sacrifice? I'm assuming this is what it is. Okay, we got Zora here. So we'll play this tapped. Zora, Spider, Fancier again. I actually wonder, this actually might be a good card for sacrifice decks. You get a lot of life off of Zora pretty easily without pretty much little to no real investment. Enduring Innocence. You get so much life just with her on the field. Yeah. Even if you don't have a Spider, it's actually a pretty good card just as is. Something to think about. Okay. No blocks. Cavern of Souls, okay. We'll name Human. And let's see here. No attacks. Chimera. Getting that life. Okay. Vengeful. Okay, so now we're going to start dealing with some life and gain drain shenanigans. But I still think we can get around it. We have a lightning helix, so we do have a way of blowing things up. Just gotta get around. Okay, 2 blood witches. Not good. We'll keep trying. Swing opponents. Swing with Enduring Innocence, okay. Forsaken Miner. Down to 12. Okay, Rinza's good. We do like Rinza. Actually, we'll wait. I have an idea, and I'm trying to see if I can make it work. Because we could play these at 2 instant speeds, so we can get a blocker in, and we can also Lightning Helix. But is that enough? We'll see. I don't know. Unless you guys see a better play than I do right now. But again, I do run on everybody. I'm not the best player out there, but I try with the goofy piles that we do play. Sephiroth. Okay, so in that case then, this has to be it here. Coming in, instant speed. Draw a card. Pump up our spider. While the trigger's on the stack, let's get Sephiroth dead now. He cannot stay alive. He has to go. Opponents? Only 1 card in hand. I'll be shocked if it's anything that protects Sephiroth. Okay, so they did have technically protection, although not traditional way. It was just for card draw. So what do they sacrifice? I guess I would probably sacrifice Forsaken Miner or Enduring Innocence, because both of those can come back just the same. At least that's what I would do. Okay, so they do get the Miner. Okay. But they can't pay the cost to bring it back, so that don't work for them. But now we actually have a decent set of blockers here. So that's what we wanted. Okay, so in the meantime, Rinza. Draw our card. We will gain flying for a turn. Swing here. Down to 20. And we'll play Kraza. Counters and counters. Pass here. Okay, so we're still not quite where we want to be. Only just because Station Sage, they have a lot of cheap little cards that can just keep blocking us for days. But it's okay though. As long as we can just find a route around this. I think after this we might try to play some best of 3. Maybe that might be better for the deck. Big connection. Okay. Sacrificing for value. Okay. Lots of life gain and drain. If you're interested, everybody, we did put together on stream a couple weeks ago. We actually did make our own variation of Orzhov Sacrifice on a budget. So if you're curious about that, check that out. Okay, until then, opponents. What else do you got? Okay, Bartolome. Enduring Innocence. Nesting Bots. Corrupted Conviction. Ooh, opponent is doing a swing here. Bold move, opponent, but okay. This time, actually, we will block, because we can't take too much damage here. I'm pretty sure our opponent, however, does have something in hand. At the absolute worst, we also have a Demi to just give our whole game plan protection. I'm guessing our opponent here is just trying to drain us out here or not. Is that enough? Does that kill us? Down to 1, okay. Another Zora cannot help us, unfortunately. We'll play for full price. Yera. Okay, so what do they have that actually hurts? Okay. Sorcery. That's why they did it. That's why. Okay. Pop it up. Draw a card. Ooh, Johnny would be so nice. We could just get him to work, but okay. At this point, I'm just going to play these just to play them. I guess we might as well just Try to be hasty. Okay. Well, at this point now, our opponent's got everything they need. They can just bring everything back, but does that hurt us? Yeah. No matter what we do, dang, they're actually going to be able to get us here. They can block one thing. That's it. Big hit, but it's just not enough. Dang. So they can raise the pass now. That brings everything back. And they can sacrifice everything. So that means that's game over for us. Wow. Man, spiders are not quite... Well, they're kind of floundering here a little bit, but okay. Let's give this a shot at least for a couple of best of threes. It's been a little while since we've done best of three. Maybe that might be the better option for us. So we'll play best of three in standard here with our spiders. And we'll see. Maybe that might be the better option for us for that. But still, I still want to believe that there has to be a combination of decent spiders within this set. Maybe it's just Kraza. I don't know. Maybe it might be another one. We still have a handful of other spiders we haven't tried out yet, but we don't need to put them in spider decks per se. Maybe we can use different variations. But I guess we'll have to look at that a little bit more. I have to kind of try to move my brain around the idea that you don't have to actually make them just a spider deck. But I can't help it. I mean, what can I say? I do love creature decks overall. At the end of the day, I'm definitely a creature player through and through. So don't hate on that. Swamp, Cecil, okay. Lightning Helix, that's cute. We'll play a starting count on that. Okay, so nothing just yet. Okay. Helix. Opponents. Okay, back up to 22. Okay, Gloria. That's nice. Play this on human, actually. So now, actually, all of our stuff can be hit. We'll play a Johnny. Not getting a real value out of him, but we can still get some value out of it, so we keep taking up. Our opponent probably has no idea what we're trying to do here.
Let me show you how to fight.
Okay, so is there a way out of this? Come on, opponents. 6 cards in hand. We're playing best of 3. So depending on how long this takes, we might only be able to make in 1 or 2 matches. It really kind of depends on everything our opponent does here. Leading flight. Okay, so how do I want to do this here? Demira. Tick up and put a counter on it. Opponent, do you have removal? No, they of course have removal. Okay, so our fleeting flight does not protect us from that, unfortunately, so we unfortunately have to take the hit. Still, we still have some options here. Unstoppable Slasher. Alright. So it's just straight up mono black mid-range. Every time I've tried to mid-range, I mean, it can do a decent job for us. But usually we don't end up surviving very long with it. Oh, Zora Spider Fancier. Okay. So, Kraza. Counter. Counter. Pass.
Your soul burns with might.
Okay. As long as the Johnny can start pumping everything up, we should be okay for a little bit. Nowhere to run. Okay. I don't think they got us there. But we did manage to actually prevent that from happening. Sorry, opponents. Unless they have another nowhere to run. That's the only thing that might hurt us. Hopefully they don't have another one. Please? No. Come on, opponents. Ah! Absolutely disgusting. Okay, so this means that we now lose a huge chunk here. Just trying to stabilize, but dang. They're not making this easy for us. Alright, well, Glory now. Still taking up.
Trust yourself and you
Okay.
shall win.
Still not quite getting a chance to do anything. Bloodletter. Okay. So in that case then, now we have to block, or else we do die. Okay, so in the meantime, Glory has to block here. Dang. And we haven't gotten any of our extra lands. That's unfortunate too. Okay, another Zora, and that doesn't do it. Okay, we lose the first game. That's okay. This is a full match this time around, so let's see. Can we come back? So they're mono black mid-range. What do we do about that? I guess Sheltered by Ghost and Shard Mage. So we don't need the Fleeting Flight. At least not as much as I think I do. Okay, hold on. Heroic Reinforcements come out as well. Sheltered by Ghost for sure. Shard Mage's Rescue. Okay. Is that all we need? That might be all we need. Let's try that out. Let's try that out. Okay. Hoping to see if we can still make spiders work in best of 3, everybody. We're going to go to game 2. We lost the first one, but we will try for the second one here. Okay. Zora here is not too shabby. Getting that. That's nice. Also, what's nice is, I mean, it's not going to be something that hurts us in this game, but we do technically have... I mean, being uncounterable is also nice, too. That's a nice touch. Okay. Another Sheltered by Ghost. Okay, that's cute. Make it hasty. Swing with it. Down to 17. Okay, so... Oh, the Rakdos? I thought they were just mono black. Now I feel like I've completely gotten around. Okay. Okay. Down to 13. Do they have any more removal? I was not expecting a Rakdos deck. Huh. Wow. Did I completely underestimate this? Okay. How did they manage to hide from us the mountains? Okay. Alright, well, Johnny's here, and he doesn't get a chance to do anything. Again.
Stand together. We shall win.
Wow. Our opponent completely blindsided me, and I have no idea how I even get a chance to get around this. We could try, though. Unstoppable Slasher. Okay. One creature would be nice here, but we didn't get it. Hold on. Oh, okay. I have an idea here.
Trust yourself and you shall win.
So, the reason why we did that, you'll see in a moment. We're going to try something a little goofy here that I don't know if it's going to work. Cecil. Sounds like, wait, why did they give me a counter? That's right, opponent, swing. We're going to have to use up all of our removal just to get rid of this. But if it works, at least it won't be coming back. Okay. 2 damage. Another 2 damage. Okay, so it's gone. Phew. Okay. Does our opponent have another creature? Dark Confidant. Okay. Another land that doesn't help us out here. Wow. Okay, so just... Dang, our deck is just not working here. Ugh. I mean, we've gone through this so many times across so many decks where I just feel like my deck doesn't work. But, jeez, it just really hurts this time around. Just we have all the removal in the world. And we don't have a single way of actually getting a creature out to stop what their game plan is.
Still a chance.
Okay. Finally, we have something. Okay, so I guess Rinza is better than nothing. Okay. Sheltered by ghosts. Okay, so that does get rid of Cecil permanently. Okay, opponent. Gotta get a little greedy here. They're at 4. Rinza has a little bit of protection. Not enough to stop certain things they might try to do against us, but Unholy Annex. Okay. That Soulstone Sanctuary is still going to be a problem for us, but I think we might be able to get around it. Okay. No. They go 6. Alright, Lightning Helix is good here too. Okay. So, Helix. Nice. Okay, that's out of the way. Sheltered by ghost number 2. Cecil is gone. Okay. Down to 3. Go up to 18. And, woo! Their own greed got them, everybody. Whew, okay. So we managed to hang in there for another game. So, again, we're not dead. We're not down just yet. Let's see. Can we finish this off here with another win? I would love for us to see if we can get a win against our opponent here. Okay. Game face on time.
It's time to
Yeah, all right, okay. Pumping ourselves up. Let's do this. Can we get there? Ooh, it's a very land heavy. Ugh, but I'm worried if we try to mulligan this, we're not going to get a better hand. I mean, at least we can definitely play everything on curve. Okay, so we did get a burst lightning. So, Zora. Okay. Come on, deck. Just give me nothing but creatures. Nothing but creatures. I would love that. We have what we need. Dark Confidant. Okay. Opponent is going to try to get a little greedy here. Let's burst lightning it because I don't want them to start gaining cards. It is risky, though, because you saw they were able to actually hit themselves pretty hard once they actually drew something they didn't want to draw. But it is, again, it's winner. It's a glass cannon. Do a lot of damage just drawing a ton of cards, or it might end up killing you. Okay, they got another one. Okay. Well, Gloria. Gain that life. We swing. Put a counter on Gloria. So, she actually can do a little bit of damage there. Alright. Shard Mage's Rescue would have been nice. Dang. It's okay, though. It's okay. High risk, high reward for Dark Confidant. Used to be one of the most terrifying cards you could play in, was it Modern? Now regulated to a small, not too bad, but still holds at least $7 if you actually want to buy one. Okay, Cecil. Down to 19. Okay, Plains. Okay. Turn off the Dark Confidant. We can't have them keep getting cards. I want them to make sure that they do get slowly whittled out of their resources. But man, not getting that Charge Mage's Rescue earlier really did hurt us a lot. Okay. They have the right removal for us. Dang, that's a good card actually. Slow, but it does work. Go to 20. They go down to 15. They might flip Cecil quick, unless we actually keep getting lands. Oh boy. Alright. Come on, deck. Don't do this to me. I want to get some lands. Okay, Soulstone Sanctuary. Maybe we should have put a creature land in here. I realized we didn't put a single creature land in this deck. Okay, Rinza. Okay, well, it's something. Okay, they got their mountain. I still don't know what that's for, though. I haven't seen any, like... Oh, come on. No! I don't want it to go out this way. No. Oh. Okay, Kraza. Okay. Counter. Counter Soul. On Human. 2 more cards in hand. Do they have anything else? Okay. Breathing in, breathing out. Come on. I gotta hit something. Demon Wall. Okay. They swing. Actually, look, this is a tough decision here. Okay. If they get... Well, they actually already have 2 things for demons, so I might as well get rid of Cecil. Please tell me they don't have anything in hand. You gotta be kidding me. Come on. No. You gotta not have something else. Arch enemy. Jeez, they did. Go back up to 15. We're at set. Come on, deck! Ugh. Absolutely trash. Look at all these lands. Come on. That's just trash. Wow. Unbelievable. So many lands. And now we're going down in rank quite a bit here. Terrible, by the way. Alright. Okay. I was really hoping that was going to be the one. But okay, I think we can squeeze in maybe one best of one. Let's try one more time. But there are maybe further tweaks I might want to do with the deck. But I don't know what else I can really do with the deck. I mean, there's not much else I can really come up with. Like, if I wanted to do more spiders, if I wanted more protection. I have no idea how I even want to fix this. There's not really anything I can do here. I mean, Sarn doesn't really help all that much. Eleni? Yeah, there's not really anything that goes in this deck that actually could help. It just, yeah. Kind of a shame. Okay, I'm not sure what I can do to make this better. Hold on. Take out the heroic reinforcements. Take out enduring courage. I still want to see if I can make something work here. Put in the extra demis. A third Demira. Okay, and I think maybe that might be better for us. We have 21 lands. We can trim at least one land. We'll trim out one inspiring van. Actually, hold on. Cut the starting town. And then that means we could throw in... What do we want to throw in here? Throw in an extra wardens. Maybe we should do Sheltered by Ghosts instead. Okay. Okay, I'm coming up with a way to maybe find a way to make this better. I don't know if it will, but I'm going to try. We'll just main deck Sheltered by Ghosts because arguably that is better removal. And then Burst Lightning would be our better spot removal. Fleeting Flight, maybe that's not very good at all. And then maybe we'll just put in Shard Mage's Rescue instead. Okay. Let's try that. You know what? Let's give it a try. Let's try. Maybe these mods actually might be better for us. So, with that, let's go ahead. Let's give it a shot. Play best of one, standard. So, can our spider mods that we just gave another modification to do better? We'll try it for maybe like one match. Maybe 2 matches. Let's see. Let's see. Let's try. Let's try. Don't want to give up just yet. I still think we might be able to find a decent setup for our deck. Let's mulligan. Okay. This should be okay. Put back... Put back a Johnny for now. Okay. Can we do this? I would love for us to get at least one more win. Just one more. Just one more. Playing Restless Cottage. Golgari mid-range. Looks to be that way. You know, the bat. Okay, opponents. We'll exile one of our cards. Joy. Most likely it's going to be... Let's see. Well, Crosby they can hit. Demi also comes in flash, so... Let's see. Does our opponent... Oh, they got rid of Gloria there. Okay. Interesting choice. Starting town. We will... Chimera. Okay. Still not sure, but I'm going to try. Okay, they got Swamp, so Verge Land is now fully active. 5 cards in hand. Sentinel Nameless. Yeah, interesting choice. Okay. Definitely a mid-range deck, I'll say that. Sunbillow Verge. That's cute. Put it on human. We will counter it up. Draw into the card. Not the land. No attacks, of course. Now we're just getting flooded with lands. This deck has been very hot and cold for us. We've had a lot of games where we just don't get our lands, or we get too many lands. But it's not like the land base is off. I'm just very confused as to, what's the best option here. Okay. Another map token. No blocks. Down. We're at the... Actually, no. We're down to 14. They're at 23. Jeez, there goes our other creature. Ah! Oh, dear. Oh, actually, we got another Ademi. Okay. Well, I guess that's fine, I suppose. Okay, no attacks. Come on, deck. Show me some love. Okay, to make another map token, that's instant speed. Bring in a Demi. Okay. Opponents. Okay. Opponents thinking now. What do they do? Do they blow stuff up? Okay. We get to draw at least a card off of that. Bare minimum. Like, literally, that is the bare minimum for us. But do they have the removal? Okay. Opponents. Gain flying. At instant speed. I'm trying to just get back that... Oh, they're going to have to blow it up, aren't they? Shoot the sheriff. Okay. Okay. Do they have more removal there? Of course they do. Okay. We could still block it just the same. We're at 11. Okay, another Demora is not quite what we wanted. Morden. Draw another card. Okay, what's Kraza? I guess that's not horrible. Kraza here. No attacks. But at least now we technically can block with the Wardens. That's not too bad, right? We're just trying over here. Our opponent has definitely got the edge against us. Man. Alright, well, I think I kind of already have an idea of how I'm going to wrap this up. Because it doesn't look like we're going to be getting another win here. Keen Eye Curator. Very interesting mid-range deck our opponent has. Not quite what I was expecting here. Yeah, I don't even know what to do anymore. Down to 4. Okay. Inspiring Vantage. Play this for full value. Okay. Well, doesn't really matter at this point. Sorcery, because they all have just creatures. Draw a card off of that. Okay, well, I guess we could just do with... I mean, if they don't have another actual... Well, technically they do have more removal. Okay. Well, if they play the Dread Knight... Actually, no, if they play the Preacher, then maybe we have a shot? No, they had the long goodbye. I mean, we knew they had the card, but I didn't know they were going to actually, like, main cast it. Okay. So, a Demi coming in again. But it doesn't matter because we can't even make it fly. So that's game. Wow. What a disappointing way to go out there. We did not really get... We actually lost rank there. A lot. Jeez. Okay. Well, I hate to say it, everybody, but that's pretty much going to be wrapping it up for today. So we did get a handful of wins throughout the event itself, which was nice. And we did get a handful of wins also later on, but I feel like we lost a lot more than we gained. Still, overall, I still want to ask y'all, how did you feel about Spider Mod? Would you play this deck in any way, shape, or form? To be honest, I would probably say you might want to keep this as just a fun kitchen table budget brew. It seemed like it was okay in paper. Like, it would be okay just for, like, fun. But I don't know if this is actually going to really help you out at all in, at least in the standard format. I probably actually would even change now this variation too. So you probably could even cut the heroic reinforcements down to like that. And then add in more 2-drops, most likely. That might actually be better for you. And maybe just one copy of... What is it? Like, if you want to do this all over again, and if you wanted to play this in standard, you can. Like, Enduring Courage right there probably would be better for you with this kind of a build. I probably would say that maybe in the future. But overall, that's probably what I would say. I'll still leave a link if you actually do want to play the event and you want to just finish it up with Spider Mod. Still not too bad. It's kind of a cute deck. But the real concern for me was trying to go all out with this one. We got a couple of wins, but maybe I don't know, maybe I didn't build it right. I guess I would probably tweak it maybe further if I really wanted to. Yera and Oski probably should be better off in the sideboard, if I was to actually be very honest with that. You could probably add in... Hold on. Wait, it won't let me add in more wardens? Hold on. Okay, sorry everybody. I was just thinking in my head right now. So, there we go. So probably if I was to do this again, maybe this might be the better option here. With a full set of Ademis, you actually can protect your whole game plan. Another Demora helps you with the card draw, putting in all the wardens. Not that you need to do much, but the reach actually can be relevant. Or maybe we just go Naya with this and just splash him for green. I don't know. You guys let me know, like, if you feel like you can find a better variation of this. But so far, it seems like I want to like the deck, but it wasn't doing too well near the end there. We got a couple early wins in, but then the deck started losing a lot of steam as we started streaming longer and longer. It's okay, though. I still like the deck for what it is. I mean, again, if you just want to play something fun, casual, I probably wouldn't spend all your rares and mythics on this. But if you got extra Boros lands and maybe you want to throw something together that's a little bit off the beaten path, try out Spider Mod. I think there might be something in here, but I feel like still maybe I didn't build it that well. Let me know, everybody, how you feel overall. But otherwise, that's pretty going to be it for the gameplay here. Now, moving on, we, of course, will talk about, because for those of you who stuck around this far into the stream itself, if you're still sticking around for just a couple more minutes, thanks again for being my true fiery friends. And you'll kind of get an idea of, again, what's to come for the next stream. So we're going to be doing Life Flipped. I don't know if I actually want to keep that name. That's pretty much tentative at this point, but it's going to be a life gain and drain deck where we flip the life totals upside down with what is it? I think he's Mr. Negative in the actual paper card, but here he's with our Cocoon Keeper. So he enters and you can exchange life totals. This can be absolutely hilarious once we can get that to go off. So it's going to be mostly a life gain and drain deck. But again, we'll go over the whole deck tech on Friday. That is our next stream, everybody, which we'll get a chance to do that. As far as our next deck tech that I will be doing, we'll be covering the Pirate Cycle. That's kind of what I named it for now. It's, again, still tentative name. Still trying to play with it. But this one I think will be a pretty fun one. This is going to be for Pioneer, so we'll have that ready to go. And again, this one's the budget one. I won't reveal just yet the non-budget one, but we'll talk about that again when we actually get to that actual deck tech itself. As far as anything beyond that, yeah, I'm still trying to come up with ideas for all of this, just because, again, there's some fun that can be had with spiders. But my brain right now is still racking itself, and I feel like I'm just banging against the wall trying to find, like, at least some decent spider deck. I like tribal decks. I like playing with creatures, focused strategies, so that's just how I am. I like aggro, so maybe that's why I feel like I'm not quite getting exactly what we want to do. But again, sorry for my rambling. I tend to ramble a lot. But if you don't mind that, thanks. Either way, I guess I'm just trying to say right now, spiders with select ones will be great, but certain ones are just not doing it. So I think I'll see if I can try to build a deck that focuses on a key spider or two, but it will not be the absolute game plan focused around just that card. But again, let me know if you've come up with something better, everybody. I would love to hear from you guys. But aside from that, we're going to be ending the stream here and now, everybody. So thanks one more time to everybody who did show up today for the stream. So Jaquel Rose 88, thanks again for showing up and popping up, of course, on Twitch and on X. I appreciate you for the follows there. Jacob Oy, thanks again for popping in there, even though I was not going to dignify your request. We're not going to be doing that anytime soon. And then Alex Clark, thanks again also from the UK. Thanks again for popping in for just a moment there. Perkelly, did I say that right? I'm sorry if I didn't, but I think I said that right. Thanks again for popping up over on Instagram because I see you on there, so shout outs to you guys there. And every one of you that has been watching, again, if you're watching right now live or watching on the replay, thanks again for just your views. I appreciate any and all support you all give me. But with that, everybody, we're going to be ending it today. I have to take care of a couple other things, and also I am absolutely starving, so this little fireball was going to go get some food and refuel so we can just finish up the next deck tech that's coming to you next week. But until then, have a wonderful week, everybody. We'll get a chance to do this again on Friday, and we'll get to see you again one more time very soon. But before we go, as always, I would like to remind you for one important thing. Just remember that no matter what you do play in the game of life, always be sure to burn bright. We'll see you again Friday afternoon, everybody. Later.